All right, baby, we are live. Welcome, everybody. How are you? Nice to see you here. Thank you if you're joining me, and welcome to the weekly beer and video review show with Travel Man Dan. That's right, baby. Here we are. All right, it is Sunday. It's a little bit later, but whoa, hey, how you doing there, Vexa? Nice to see you. Well, let's get right into it. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. There will be no shout song this week. I'm sorry, Bills Mafia. You know, as you can see, I'm wearing the custom Bills uniform of Sunday, and we did not win today. We lost, and we suffered that loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. It was, well, it was a close game up until, I know. It was a close game up until right after halftime. They had a huge run, and I think it just basically deflated the Buffalo Bills. But hey, look, 14-2, it's not a bad season. I mean, we stand here at 5-2. If you would have told me this in the beginning of the season, I would have been very skeptical, aside from being a deranged fan. But hey, that's where we're at. We're at 5-2. Still really proud of the Bills. We got to just strengthen and shore up a couple of things. We got next week against the Redskins at home, so that should be a good game, a winnable game, I'll say that. But unfortunately, we did not win today. And the worst part about this all is, my best friend, Burger Boy Nate Messick, this little son of a gun, he's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. And no, we are not done, Vexa. We're coming back. He is an Eagles fan, and well, it's probably going to make it a lot sweeter for him. Not only just this week, but he'll be able to rub it in. So hopefully we'll see you guys. Hey, so hopefully we'll see the Eagles in the Super Bowl, I guess. That's the only way we're going to be able to get this one back. So I'm liking the way the team's playing. It's just we couldn't stop anything on the ground from the Eagles. But this is not football talk. I am just a diehard Buffalo Bills fan. If you know me, you know anything about me, you've ever seen any one of my videos, that would be epic. You know I am one of the, I'm a diehard Bills fan. Let's get into this weekly beer and video review show with Travel Man Dan. As well, I am going to go back, okay? I'm going back to the 12-pack that I bought 3 weeks ago. And it's a really great brewing company. It's a really good established. I don't know if they're super established, but they're new on the scene in terms of here in California. They've probably been around longer than I know of. I've only been around for a couple of years back in California. So this is when I started seeing it pop up. I have no idea what that even meant, but we are back with the Kona Brewing Company as I taste out some more of their delicious beers. And this one we are at Castaway. Check that one out. Castaway. Look at that. It looks like somebody that is alone on a little canoe and a sail canoe, and he is swimming through the wave. I'm not sure if he's going towards the island, but anyway, this will be the beer that we're starting with. It is Castaway Indian Pale Ale, or that bottle looks cool, right? It does. I mean, not only does Kona have a great tasting beer, but they make their label really artistic. It's cool to see all this different like Hawaiian cultural stuff. A couple of the other labels were neat, and well, this one holds in line with it. And then their label, check it out, is like a gecko. Yeah, Kona. I can't really see it that well. There we go. You can see it a little bit better. It says Kona Brewing Company. Kind of cool, little like Hawaiian. I don't know what you call that. Tribal art. Pretty neat. But anyway, so this is the IPA that we're going to get into. It is 6%. Okay, so strong beer, and most IPAs are strong. Let's go ahead and crack it open. We got our bottle opener. If you don't know about this bottle opener, I talked about it a little bit last week, but let's go ahead and crack that baby open. Get a little whiff. There it is. There's that hoppy brew taste. Oh yeah, right away I can smell it. Smells good, smells sweet, nice and delicious. And let's go ahead and try out the Castaway. Wow. Man. Wow. Delicious. Wow. Shoot, man. That is an exceptional taste. First swig, first pull. Yeah, it's very good. Vexa. I'm not sure if you're old enough to drink here in the United States, but if you are, get your butt down and try some of this out. It's got a nice, bold, refreshing, not an overpowering hop taste. I like those overpowering hoppy tastes, but a lot of people don't like IPAs because of that, because it tastes like you're drinking a Christmas tree or a skunk or something like that. But I got to tell you, other than Labatt's Blue is probably my favorite beer, but of the microbreweries, Kona Brewing Company is just really landed a sweet spot in my palate. Oh, the studio's falling down here. Nothing to see here, nothing to do here. Everything is okay here at Travel Man Dan Studios. So, let's get into last week's video. Last week's Wednesday video. If you don't know, F in the chat for studio. Yeah, I'm not even sure what that means. But okay, so what we're talking about is last week's Wednesday video, the weekly Travel Man Dan video. And I put out the second part of my WESP Latvia camp. And if you don't know what WESP means, it stands for Waldorf Exchange Summer Program. It's a summer camp that I go over to Latvia and I work as a camp counselor. I got a really good opportunity to go. Oh, thank you. I didn't. I'm learning the lingo. You guys are great, man. Keep them coming, Vexa. Let me know. All the lingos, all that kind of stuff. I know that one. NP means no problem. Thank you, buddy. Okay, so the WESP camp, you're going to see a 4-part series of when I was a camp counselor this past summer over in Latvia. Had an amazing time on this camp. I mean, the people that I work with, the Latvian people, and then it's quite international. So you have teachers from all over the world, like Russia, and we had other teachers from Estonia, and I had my favorite teachers are from Hungary. And well, it's just a really good time. And if you haven't seen that video, that was last week Wednesday. It's called WESP number 2 summer camp, and in that video you'll see me. I take a little bike ride through this forest in Latvia, and I stop off at this cave and I see these cool engravings. I go ahead and I show you the daily life of what it's like to live on this camp and what it's like to be a camp counselor. You know, because for me, working in education and working with children, aside from being in entertainment, or being on YouTube or as an actor and stuff like that, it really is dear to my heart because I absolutely love working with kids. If I can somehow intertwine Travel Man Dan into working with children, that would be my dream, you know. So have a look at that video. It's really cool. My experience was great, and thank you, Leva, once again for bringing me out there. All right, let's go back into the Castaway. That would be sick. I mean, I got some plans, you know, and we'll talk about those in a minute. I'm going to bring up some talking points, but right away, I can taste this Castaway. And one of the things about IPA is you're not going to be able to sit back. Well, I can't personally, and I can do a good job on beer, but I can't drink like more than 6 or 7 IPAs, and that might even be a lot. But you can taste that this one is refreshing. It's easy to get down, and it's a pleasure to drink this. So let's keep it rolling. Last week, Food Friday, unfortunately, I was on the road. I mean, fortunately, I was having a good time, but I was on the road and I had some technical difficulties. So last week's Food Friday broke the streak. I've been putting out Food Friday videos for consistently every Friday. I gotta say close to 6 months, but unfortunately, it was broke due to technical difficulties. I had some problems with the loading, and I couldn't get up there, and I just basically, I wasn't able to put out a video last week. So you'll be able to catch that episode this upcoming Food Friday. Hey, look, this is this is one of the reasons why I got into this, is because as an actor, you so often are, well, you're under the mercy of producers and showrunners and people like agents and casting people, and I got no problem with that. I got no problem with playing the game. You know, I think I'm good enough to get out there and play with the big boys. But on the other side of that is you have limited control. Here at Travel Man Dan, we have unlimited control. So I wasn't able to get that video out, but that's okay because I made a quick statement, and I'll go ahead and put it out this upcoming week. So now, a couple of things I want to talk to. Let's see what happened this week. On Mondays, I joined an improv school, so I've been doing that for a while, and I go to improv Monday nights at a really great place in Burbank, and I just have a great time. And one of the things I really like about improv is it's much different than, well, technical. And when I say technical, like scene study or Meisner or auditioning techniques as an actor, it's really cool with improv because you get to go out there and you get to try new things, and well, you got to think immediately on your feet, and it really adds another sharpened tool to your entertainment belt, as you will. I refer to this a lot, and when I mean entertainment belt is like you have this belt, and you're a worker or whatever, and you can do a little bit of stand-up, or you have good voice acting, or you're really good at scene study and you really know how to break things down. But improv is that one tool that, like, well, it's kind of like a chisel or something that you're not going to use all the time, but then you can use it all the time. It can be pulled out at any time, and it just really helps to develop myself as an entertainer, whether it be with acting or out here when I'm out filming Travel Man Dan episodes and putting them out there. So really fun, really great time. But this week we got 4 new students in our group, and so having a lot of fun. And if you don't know about improv, I suggest you checking it out. If you're interested in where I go specifically, I'll let you know, because we do shows every first of every Saturday, the first Saturday of every month. Let me say that right, yeah. So if you're ever interested in coming to one of the improv shows, we're one of the lower groups in terms of developing. There's like 4 groups. I think we're group number 2. But it's still a lot of fun. If you want to come out there and support, let me know in the comments below. I'll hook you up with tickets, and yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, that would happen. That was a lot of fun. And then where was I? Oh, that I wasn't able to go ahead and get out the video. That was having some technical difficulties. Hey, how you doing, Lindy? Yeah, Lindy from Denmark. All right, my Danish friend. Very, very nice to see you out here. I hope you enjoyed my videos on your country. At this time, I just like to say that I absolutely loved your country, Denmark. And then whoever sees this video, if you're watching live or if you check it out later, you need to go and book a ticket to Denmark, see the people, eat the food, see all the cool stuff. Great place, Lindy. So thank you so much to you and your countrymen for treating me well. And what a beautiful place Denmark is. So, as I was saying before, I was in a place called Pechanga. Well, it's actually in Temecula, California. I was at Pechanga Casino, and I was doing some business out there, doing some work stuff, and had a great time. I'd never been to that casino before, but I was able to go on a wine tour, which was, well, it was super exciting. It was a lot of fun, really fantastic. I met the nicest guy, man. I met this guy. I was just shooting with him and his girlfriend for a little bit, and the guy goes ahead and he gives me a bottle of wine. He buys me a bottle of wine. So just complete stranger, just out of the kindness of his heart. We were talking for a few minutes. He went ahead and he bought me a bottle of wine, and well, I just wanted to say thanks a lot. If you've ever seen this video, his name was Rico, and here is the bottle of wine Rico purchased for me. My man, we should do a wine on this show one day, but this is what my friend, or the guy that I met and with his girlfriend, or maybe it was his sister. Well, that was really cool of him. So I just want to say thanks again, Rico, for your well, surprising kindness. It doesn't hurt to just be nice to people. I don't know how much it cost. It probably wasn't broke his bank or whatever, but just the generosity that this guy gave to me, I was humbled by it, and thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. But Pechanga, if you've ever been there, pretty cool casino, lots of good stuff going on. You got this restaurant in there called the Oaks restaurant, and really delicious place. I suggest if you get there, get the New York strip, It is amazing. If you're not a meat eater, I really don't know what you can eat. Maybe a baked potato or something. But great place. Overall, had a wonderful time out at Pachanga. Got the work done. Had a chance to bond with a couple of co-workers and just really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you get a chance and you're in Temecula or you're near Temecula, check out Pachanga Casino. Let's get back into this Castaway. All right, now let me talk about the next thing coming up. I'm almost there. I'm almost there, guys. I got, I believe, 10 drawings coming out. I think 8 of them are completely finished and I'm satisfied with. And it's, what am I talking about? The coloring book, the Travel Man Dan coloring book. I've been working on this with an artist for about 9 months and we're closing in on it. And what it is I'm making an adult coloring book of Travel Man Dan. It's gonna be really cool because this thing is not for any profit on my end. I'm not doing this to make any money. I will be throwing up either a Kickstarter or a donation fund or somehow, some way where you can go ahead and donate and get one of these coloring books. But the cool part about it and why I'm doing it is I'm then going to take proceeds, a portion of those proceeds, and then I'm going to fly to various countries around the world and I'm going to hand over a check to underprivileged kids with just basically underprivileged supplies in terms of education. So for instance, let me take you from the beginning to where this thing is headed. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna donate, let's say the coloring book's 20 bucks. You're gonna donate 20 bucks, you get the coloring book and it goes into the Kickstarter. Then I have a pool of money I'm gonna eventually take over to, say, one of the less developed areas in a less developed country, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to give them a check of a certain amount of money, and then you'll be able to watch it on Travel Man Dan. So if this sounds like something that you're interested, as something that sparks your interest, or you want to contribute, stay tuned because I'm almost there. I got about 8 of the drawings completely finished. Then we're going to go into publishing, and I'll let you guys know for sure. But I just wanted to keep people that do know me updated on what's happening with the coloring book. It is coming. It is going to get done, and it's going to be awesome. And like I said, I'm not making any money off this. This is just basically to go ahead and promote my brand, to kind of get myself out there as Travel Man Dan, make some cool travel videos, you know, and then, well, basically, more or less, do my part is whatever you want to call it, an entertainer, you want to call it an influencer, you want to call it a celebrity type, a YouTuber, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's just my part of being able to use this platform to not only make cool videos, but also help people, and especially children with underdeveloped materials and education. So that's the big thing. That's the big caveat, is you're going to be able to donate, you're going to be able to help, and you're going to be able to watch it go down. So stay tuned for the Travel Man Dan coloring book. Let's go ahead and finish this. Well, also real quick, I just want to let you guys know, before I let you know about the coloring book, merchandise will be coming within the next 2 weeks. So get ready for some Travel Man Dan shirts, get ready for some Travel Man Dan hoodies. We got Travel Man Dan socks, coffee mugs, and iPhone cases. If you're interested, I'll let you guys know where you can go ahead and buy that. I'm just working out the materials. I want to make sure that they're quality and that I'm not putting some junk out there. So you can order direct, and I'll give you all the links and everything. It's going to be all rebranded on a new website, and it's going to be really cool, and it's coming up very soon. So hopefully maybe you have some interest in going ahead and supporting me and wearing the Travel Man Dan gear. We're going to start very basic. We're going to start very simple, but it will be here. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Castaway. Who was that just came up there? I didn't see it, but hey. Ooh, that's good. I'm telling you, Castaway. Delicious taste. Nice label. It's got a bit of a... Hey, what's up, Carter Ross? All right, what up, buddy? How we doing? So it's got a bit of a nutty taste to it. It's got a bit of, well, that hoppy, that really nice hop taste to it, overall, it's not too powerful. It's smooth. It's got like I don't know, nutty, velvety. Remember, I'm not a beer connoisseur by profession, but I'll let you know in some blue collar Kenmore talk. Delicious beer. Would definitely go back to it. If you're of age, go check out this Kona Brewing Company. It is delicious. But overall, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna land it at an 8. That's right, I'm giving it a score of an 8 because, well, I like IPAs and I like Kona Brewing Company. They stand by their product, they're delicious, and overall, it deserves an 8. Which then leads me into the next part, next segment of this. It is another Kona Brewing Company. That's right, we got Golden Al. That's, ooh, man, check out this label. Okay, the Golden Al is really sweet because we got 4 people. It looks like rowing or playing some type of instruments. Check it out. You can go to their website too. I'll be sure to put it down in the description below. And yeah, check this out. You let me know if you've ever tried any of the Kona Brewing Company beers, but this is called Big Wave Golden Ale, and it is probably, well, it's exactly what it is. It is a golden ale, and it's a little lighter and not as thick and not as strong as your IPAs. That is why it is registering at 4.4%. Bye, Carter. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Good to see you. Good to say hey. Hope you're doing well. Have a great school year, okay? All right. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and try it out. Golden Ales are pretty delicious. It's I don't know where it stands on the beer spectrum, if it's one above or one below lager, but whew, smells good. All right, definitely. For right now, I think all 3 of the 4-pack of Kona Brewing Company have scored an 8. And now let's see about the Big Wave Golden Ale. Listen, I don't get paid. I don't get even free product yet. So I'm not doing this for any sponsorships. I'm not doing it for any deals. If a beer company, whoever wants to do something, please contact me. I would love to do something. But this is out of my own love of beer. And I just basically kind of go into a supermarket or a Bev Mall or a brewery that I see, or maybe a suggestion. So if you have any suggestions, put it down in the comments below. And I just try out beers and talk about them, while we go ahead and we talk about the videos that happened last week and the videos that are coming up. All right, so let's go ahead and try this Big Wave. Okay, not bad. Not bad. It's smooth. Tastes like your it tastes like your quintessential beer, okay? I know that sounds really easy to say, and well, it's kind of like a cop out, but you know, when you first tried beer many years ago, you had that distinct taste of what it tasted like. And well, this good way to describe Big Wave Golden Ale is it tastes like a beer. Okay, it has that right balance between hops and the maltiness and just that carbonation and the way that a beer is supposed to taste. Really quite good. And you can see I'm taking healthy swigs. I'm not cheating on the bottle. I would never do that. I paid for it. I'm going to drink it. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the videos that are coming up this week. This week's video on Wednesday is going to be on the 3rd part. That's right, 3rd part of the West Latvia summer camp. And it's going to be freaking awesome. I had a really good time out there, as I said earlier in this video. But the reason that this upcoming video is going to be so cool is because, well, you're stuck at a camp for 11 days, right? You're with 100, 140 kids. You got to keep them occupied. You know, you got to do things with them. You got to take them out. And well, there's only so much time in a day, but you definitely want to make it fun and a way for them to interact and be creative and just get out there. So we do our normal thing during the day, arts, crafts, and things like that. And then at the evenings, we have these special events like this upcoming video you're going to see is the WESP Talent Show. And it's a lot of fun because the kids are able to go ahead. Remember, these kids are international kids. Now, predominantly coming from Latvia, but then we had 11 different countries there being represented. So kids from all over the world, they're all in different schools, they're all in different age groups, they're all at different talent levels, they all have different special kind of cool things. And here at the camp, we give them a good one solid night, and we have the Wesps Got Talent talent show, and it's really fun because the atmosphere is energetic. The kids are all hyped up. They're having a good time. It's about halfway to the camp, so everyone feels comfortable with each other. And you're going to see in this video, you're going to see these kids going ahead and singing. You're going to see some acrobatics. You're going to see some magic tricks. You're going to see some teachers that are goofing around. There's a lot of really cool, fun stuff for kids. And well, for me, I feel blessed to be a part of this, and I'll forever be grateful for Leva, the owner of Waldorf, Latvia, for bringing me out there, because I absolutely love working with children. And well, you're going to see in this camp the talents that they have. So a lot of fun. That comes out this upcoming Wednesday. Let's go back into the Golden now. Oh, that's tasty. That's tasty. There's no backdraft. What do they call it? Backwash. No, not backwash. Backwash is not good. Aftertaste, back taste, or whatever. There's no strong, like, the back taste that's really, sometimes you drink it and it's like, ugh, bitter beer face. Remember bitter beer face? Bitter beer face. There's no rank taste or anything like that. It's just a smooth, nice, easy golden ale. Let me go ahead and talk about this upcoming week. This upcoming week on Food Friday, we have the video that was supposed to be out last Friday, which now is being out this Friday, and it is traditional Latvian food. That's right, traditional Latvian food. And I'm eating at this really awesome place called Salvi. And well, you're gonna love it. When you see this place, it's gonna remind you a lot of like grandma's kitchen, and it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Make sure you check out this video. You're going to see me eat some really cool and interesting traditional Latvian food. It's a two-parter because I ordered a 2, 3, I think it was a 5-course meal. So I broke it up into 2 different parts. This first 2 parts, you're going to see me start off and eat, a pretty delicious and common food here there in Latvia. And then you're going to also see me eat the most a common customary dish, if you will, and it's very interesting. I enjoyed it. The people were super friendly at the restaurant. It's right in downtown Riga. It's for me, it just doesn't get any more Latvian than this place. So make sure you check that out. That's going to be this Friday on Food Friday. You're going to be able to see traditional Latvian food part number 1. All right, this is good. And I'm going to go right back to this. All right. Now, at this point, I'd like to get into what are you watching, what are you reading? I'm going to do this real quick because we're running out of time. What are you watching, what are you reading? Basically, what do you tell me in the comments below? What are you watching, what are you reading? I'll tell you what I'm watching. I'm watching a movie because it's October by Vincent Price is the actor, and it is called House of Wax, okay? House of Wax, and you saw maybe the remake of it, but it comes from 1953. It is a great movie about, it's about this sculptor, and he's making a really cool wax statues and stuff like that, and then the owner wants to get the insurance money from a fire, yada yada yada. He burns it, throws gasoline on the guy, he survives it. Played by Vincent Price, one of my favorite actors, top 3 favorite actors of all time. October is dedicated to you, Mr. Price. But what's really cool about this is then basically Vincent Price opens up another wax museum. You gonna watch that Sonic movie? Yeah, probably. I mean, if I get time, I'll watch it. But that's a good suggestion. I grew up in the Sonic era, so I remember when it first came out on the Sega Genesis. So I'll probably check that out. But anyway, one really cool thing about House of Wax was when Vincent Price goes and opens up another House of Wax museum, he has like a guy helping him, Igor, and it's played by Charles Bronson, which is really dope and really cool. If you know anything about Charles Bronson, he is a really great action actor and gives me a lot of inspiration because, well, he didn't make those action movies until a little bit later in his life, and hopefully, so you're saying there's a chance. Can't wait till someone gives me a shot, man. I cannot wait. But yeah, check that out, House of Wax, if you want. That's what I'm watching. What am I reading? Due to, business and a lot of, complications with things, and I just didn't get time to read that much, so I'm still reading the book Silence, and it is by Shusaku Endo. I'm probably said that completely wrong. but it's a really cool look into how do you say it, Jesuit people that brought Christianity to Japan. Really interesting, and I was able to crack it open last week, but I wasn't able to get much on it because I just been dedicated to some other things, especially during the day, and I didn't get much time to get into that book. But that's what I'm reading. Let me know once again what you're reading, what you're watching. I'd love to hear from you. Now, I'm gonna go ahead, swig this bottle. I'm gonna go ahead, give it a score, and then I'm gonna get into the quote of the week, and then I'm out of here. So, about a half a bottle left. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a nice healthy pull. Smooth, very smooth. That's what I really like about these golden ales. Is you know, you probably couldn't do that as fast with an IPA, but oh, what? Look at this. This is awesome. I want to point this out really quick. Kona Brewery. Check this out. They got the islands of Hawaii imprinted on the glass bottles. Isn't that so cool? That's awesome. Bitchin' taste. Really easy to get down. Absolutely love this company. Big Wave is another success. I will continue drinking the Kona Brewing Company, all 6 flavors, however many they got. You guys are outstanding. I don't want to break trend, but seriously, this is from the taste buds of Travelman Dan. We're gonna go ahead and give Big Wave a number 8. That's right, a big number 8. All 4 Kona Brewing Companies all 4 Kona Brewing Company beers that I reviewed get an 8. Outstanding beer, just really good taste. Every one of them is distinct in flavor. They're not overpowering, they're not overbearing, and just an excellent drink. So I suggest if you're able to, try them out. Now, let me leave you with the quote of the week, and well, it's from none other than the guy that I'm watching all month. A big inspiration for me as an actor, a really talented guy, maybe even a little ahead of his time. You might know him from the Michael Jackson Thriller soundtrack or Thriller song. You will definitely hear it this upcoming Halloween. And he is Vincent Price. That's right. He said, excuse me, sorry about that. A man who limits his interest limits his life. And well, that's just, it couldn't be more truer, you know. A man that limits his interest limits his life. Now, I'm all for, you know, setting yourself laser focus in on something that you love to do. I'm all for that. That's not what this means. What it means is be a well-rounded person. Have a bunch of different interests in your life so that, well, you can live a fulfilled, so that you can fulfill and have a, you know, a broad spectrum of life. There's lots of things that you want to be, well, interested in. I know for me personally, I don't know how to say this without sounding too, I don't want to sound better than I am than anybody. I never want to sound that way. But I've lived a really extraordinary life thus far. And the reason is because I never limited my interests. I was always kind of a yes man. I still am. And I'm always interested in a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this. Now, be careful with that, because that's not what I'm saying is like, don't be a flake and don't be whimsical about situations. But what Vincent Price is also saying is don't put limits on yourself. Have as many interests as you want. People, there is tons of great things out there in this world, from food to automobiles to travel to just people in general. There is a lot of extraordinary things out there, and I love this quote. I love what it means, because, well, people that understand this, people that have perspective, and they don't put limits on their interests, well, then they have a fulfilled life, and you know, their life is just limitless with all these cool different things. You know, when you meet that person and like, what, you're always like, what haven't you done? Like, that to me is like, it's such a, well, it means so much to me when someone says that, because I know that I'm doing things right in my life. I'm not putting limitations on my interests. I like all things. You know, people, yes, you should have your one main focus, and I definitely am for that. But I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm not going to talk much more because the beer might be kicking in, and I don't want to be able to go ahead and start slurring. But I'm telling you, a man who limits his interests limits his life. Think about that quote this week. That's from Vincent Price, the actor. Thanks a lot for joining me. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for being a part of this live stream. If you check it later, go ahead and leave me a comment. Thanks again for every week just going out there and support. Oh, I forgot to even bring it up. Guys, thank you so much. I hit another little milestone this week. I hit 2,500 subscribers. Woohoo! Come on, ride the train. And ride the train. I don't know what the hell that even means. But yeah, thanks again so much for just subscribing, listening, sharing, just being a part of Travel Man. It means so much to me. It does. It really does. So thank you so much for watching this. I'm Travel Man Dan. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Always this awkward little turn off.